Brought to you by Express Care Health and Skin Center. Get in, get out, get better.
Welcome back to Healthy Living. Mother's Day is coming up, and so we thought it fitting to talk about motherhood, specifically marks of motherhood, otherwise known as stretch marks, or to some people, battle scars. Some pregnant moms are blessed and never get a single stretch mark, while others of us aren't so fortunate and end up questioning why we have little mazes on our bellies, hips, thighs, and other places. Stretch marks bring sadness to some who think they'll never be able to wear a two-piece swimsuit again, or wonder how their tattoo suddenly turned into a new piece of artwork. Here to tell us more about these marks of motherhood is Express Care's Dr. Jitka Lom, who's a mom herself. Thanks for coming in, Doc.
Yeah.
So, what causes stretch marks?
Okay. Well, our skin takes form or shape because of the dermis, which is the second layer of the skin. And in there you have two types of fibers. One is collagen and one is elastin. Collagen keeps things very tight, and elastin allows it to be very stretchy. So as we grow in pregnancy, or sometimes bodybuilders or people who gain a lot of weight suddenly may grow, they stretch the skin. And what happens is those forces of growth are actually causing micro tears in the skin, because the elastin can't quite keep up with the collagen. Basically, you're getting little tears all the way through. And over time, that manifests like as a stretch mark.
Wow,
yeah.
I hate them.
It's sad.
But so does stress play a role in stretch mark formation?
It really doesn't. It's a question of just force. And you know, think of rubber bands. Some are really stretchy, and some are kind of tougher and harder to put around the paper or whatever.
Right.
So the skin that will be prone to stretch marks is the kind that's just a tighter, firmer kind of skin.
Why is it that some women are more prone to them than others?
Well, there are hereditary factors, and then there's also the fact of how much weight you gain during pregnancy and how quickly you gain that. Mm-hmm. So if you're gaining slowly and gradually, you're not going to risk it as much as if you suddenly gain a lot of weight and that skin is put under a lot of force.
Okay. Now, is there any way to prevent stretch marks? I mean, yeah, lotions, creams, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think the best way to prevent them is to you know, try to minimize your weight gain, and if you can do some massaging with any kind of oil or cream, it will help the skin be soft and supple. Just again, like the rubber band, if you put a little oil on a rubber band, it'll stretch more easily, same thing. So that will help a little bit, but sometimes they're really not very preventable because people gain weight or their skin is just prone to it.
So what happens once you get them? Can you get rid of them?
Well, okay, expectations. Can it be perfect? Can it ever go back to perfect? Probably not. But can it be improved? Probably yes. It just depends on how much the skin has stretched and how much it can bounce back. And a lot of that depends on your heredity. So there are some treatments that can help, but my message today would be mostly of realistic expectations and not wasting your money on a whole lot of stuff that doesn't work.
Okay, now are there any foods that can help prevent stretch marks? Is there even such
Unfortunately,
thing?
No, I don't think so.
I wish, right? Because otherwise I would have had a lot of it when I was pregnant. So you did mention healthy weight gain limit. What is healthy for women out there? You know, I guess maybe it differs per body size?
Well, typically we're aiming for about a 7 to 8 pound baby and 25 to 30 pound weight gain during pregnancy. So forget about all that stuff about eating for two, just gradual, slow weight gain. Make sure you exercise and try to minimize that.
All right, and you mentioned that stretch marks can be hereditary.
Yeah, they can. It's basically the type of skin that you inherit from your mother and father. If your skin tends to be a tighter, firmer kind of skin, you're going to have more likelihood of getting stretch marks.
All right, well, I guess that's me.
Yeah.
And the weight gain, too.
And the weight gain.
Thanks, Doc. We will talk more about marks of motherhood when Healthy Living Edition returns. Stay with us.